And be like a team player, like a dude that's down to earth, like to have fun. But like when it's time to play, Like I'm gonna be an aggressive guy. Like you can see it in my film. I'm a aggressive guy on the field. Like there's no friends. So
Yep.
I'm ready to go knock somebody's head off and get some games.
We love to hear that. That's awesome. This is the Boys Down Bad podcast, and we are extremely excited to welcome on Nebraska football recruit Dylan Rogers to the pod. Give it up for Dylan. Dylan, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So the first question we always ask recruits is, Coach Rhule is obviously very active on Twitter, and he's got a pretty good emoji game. First question, do you like the emoji tweets? And second, have any of them been about you?
Yeah, I like the emoji tweets. Like sometimes I'm like, who's next and stuff. Like I question them, like who's next. But I think I've been a part of that too, like the emoji game.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Are you able to understand like what he's saying? Because we're just completely in the dark over here.
Not really, kind of, but not really. I'm like, who's next or who is he talking about and stuff.
Well, that's awesome. So let's go back to the beginning for you. So you're from Texas, obviously.
Sure.
Growing up, did you always want to play football? Was that always your goal growing up, and was that your dream?
Yes, I wanted to play basketball too. So I played. My first sport was soccer, and then I moved into to football / basketball. So I was like, I want to be a basketball player / football player, but I ended up sticking with football. So here I am.
Were you a hooper? Like, did you have offers?
Oh no, I used to play like little league. So with my brothers and some of my friends, like I was like little like the Y, play with the Y, and I played like some A when I was like younger. But that's all. I played like in my last time playing basketball, I was like in middle school. Yeah.
Awesome. So we've had a lot of Texas boys on the pod so far that are going to Nebraska. And we always ask them this question. We see on TV in movies like Texas high school football. It's crazy. Can you attest to that? Is Texas high school football as insane as it is on TV?
Yes, yeah, it is. Like me personally, I think Texas football is the best football. We're like a lot like aggressive, and it's just like we have like a lot of athletes like everywhere.
What's the atmosphere like during games? Are fans just going crazy?
Yeah, the fans going crazy, band, like you could barely hear your coaches sometimes. That's how loud it is.
That's awesome. So you're a linebacker, right?
Mm-hmm.
A question that we have, obviously we're just outsiders, just fans of football. What do coaches really look for in linemen, like when we're recruiting? Like say you're going on a visit, you're trying to show out for a coach, and you're going through like a camp or something. What are coaches looking for in linebackers specifically?
All speed and being able like to flip your hips, like being everywhere. You have to be like fast and get that like good footwork first of all. And so like being able like to drop back in coverage and read the ball and read the QB all the time. So and also be aggressive. Like that's the main thing.
So it seems like linebackers are kind of like the quarterbacks of the defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking about your game, what part of your game are you the most proud of? Because I was watching your huddle film today, and you were just lighting dudes up. Like, it was fun to watch. It got me fired up. What part of your game are you most proud of?
Oh, talk like communication with my teammates. Like that's like the main thing. Like if you don't communicate with your teammates, you don't want to be able to win games. So that, and then being aggressive in my speed. Like I'm super aggressive in. Like I fly to the ball all the time. Like no matter if I'm on the other side of the field, I will fly to the ball. Like if it's on the opposite side of the field from me. So
it seems like, I think the first play I saw, I don't know if it was on Twitter or Huddle, but you hit a quarterback and knocked his helmet off. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to your commitment story. How did you end up getting to Nebraska? Can you take us through that story?
So Coach Applewhite offered me like in May, and then I was talking to, I think Coach Rhule texted me or called me like the day after or like 2 days after. So we built that relationship like off the bat. Like as soon as I got that offer, we started communicating. And then I went up this summer, and I love like the environment. Like Ernest was my player host. He was a great dude. Like he explained to me, like he was like, yo, this is the place to be. Like this environment, like the Nebraska community, the Nebraska community, like, is amazing. So after that, like the next week, I went on another visit, and after that visit, I was like, I think Nebraska's like the place. So I ended up committing like July 5th, and that's where it started.
Love it. Great.
Yeah, so one of the biggest traditions Nebraska has, especially on defense, is the black shirts. What is kind of like, what do they really talk about on like recruiting visits, and what does the black shirt kind of mean to like recruits?
So the black shirt means to me is like it's like a brotherhood, basically. Like the defense has to be good. Like you can't be a black shirt and not be good. Like that's what they basically say, like the brotherhood. And so we're trying to build that back up at Nebraska with the classes coming in and the kids that are already there.
Absolutely. We're bringing in dogs, it seems like. So we're excited to turn this defense around. It's going to be cool to watch. So when you originally committed, Frost was the coach, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was that process like, kind of going from, obviously you commit to a coach, you go through a coaching change, and now you're basically going to be playing for someone completely different. What was that process like for you?
Process was like it's kind of weird. Like after we found out, I was like, I'm still gonna stick my commitment, but I'm kind of opening my recruiting kind of. So I went to some other games like at other schools and stuff. But then I talked to my family and stuff. And then when we found out Coach Rhule was the new coach, we was like, let's go on this official visit, see how it is. And I stuck with my commitment.
Yeah, love it. That's great.
Yeah, kind of just like piggybacking off that. Like, what is it kind of like going through that no man's land of, we hired on the interim, we brought him up. What's kind of your mindset just like going through it? I know you kind of mentioned that you talked it over with your family, kind of opened up the recruiting process a little bit. What's kind of your mindset of like, do I really want to like, go for this? What's kind of your mindset during that kind of weird period?
My mindset was like, God has it in his hands, so he's going to put me in the right place. Like, I believed in him, and I also looked, I had other options, but I was like, after we went on that official visit, the second weekend or the first weekend of December, just Coach Rhule came to my house, Coach Satterfield, Coach Sat came to the house, and Coach Knighton came to the house first. They sat down and talked with us, and like they were like great dudes. So we were like, let's go take this official visit, and I chose to stay in Nebraska.
We've talked to a lot of recruits so far, and they say that Coach Rhule is really different. It's just the way he communicates, just how he interacts with the players. Can you speak to that? What kind of guy is Coach Rhule to you?
Coach Rhule is like a down to earth guy. Like when he came to my house, I was like, that day he actually came to the school. He talked to me, and my head coach. So we sat down. We had like a whole conversation. Like Coach Rhule gave back to when he was at Baylor, he gave back like to the Texas High School Coach Association. Like he donated some money back to that little thingy. And Coach Semper, my head coach, he already knew who Coach Rhule was. So Coach Semper was like, yeah, Coach Rhule is like a great coach. Before him, Coach Rhule even came to the school. So I was like, let me see. And then Coach Rhule, he's like a great coach, like a family guy, and he's like a cool guy to be around and a great coach. Like the stats even says it too. Like he brought Baylor back when they were like at their lowest in Temple. So I believe he can do it here at Nebraska.
Absolutely, we do too. Have you played him in ping pong yet?
No, not yet.
You think you can beat him?
I mean, I'm not a ping pong guy. I play pool. I'm nice at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. So we talked to another Texas boy last week, actually, Riley Van Poppel.
Mm-hmm.
We asked him to kind of describe the impact Husker Nation had on him. He told us a story that he committed, and then he went to go mow his neighbor's yard, and by the time he was done mowing it, his phone was just absolutely blowing up on Twitter. Was that kind of like what it was like for you? Like, has Husker Nation just been incredibly supportive?
Yeah. When I got the offer, I was like, oh my gosh, like they're everywhere. So I'll tell you a story. I think I was at a volleyball game, and then I came to get some snacks at the concession stand, and then this dad just came up to me. He was like, bro, I went to Nebraska. Like he had like a whole Nebraska tattoo on his ankle, and Nebraska shoes, and they're everywhere. Like, every time I posted something about Nebraska, I got like a lot of love, more followers and all that. Well, it's not about that, but still though, like I went to like this volunteer thing the other day, and this dad came up to me. He was like, "Man, I went to Nebraska, and I'm glad you stuck with your commitment and stuff." So yeah, like Nebraska fans are everywhere.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah. So you talked about Coach Rhule's kind of resume, how it really speaks for himself. I know he got kind of a lot of criticism because of the NFL job, but what were your first thoughts on him as well as the whole staff?
But when I saw his staff, I was like, I believe he's gonna turn this program around. Like I saw like what he did at Baylor and then at Temple. I was like, this dude has like a great resume. So the coach that he's bringing in, they know what they're talking about. Like they're NFL coaches, so some of them played on the NFL level, and some like they coached at the NFL level. So like they're bringing that stuff into Nebraska so they can turn the program around.
Yeah, so I gotta ask, there's a game that I have marked on the calendar for the game I'm looking forward to most, and it's Colorado. I think that's kind of just a real tone setter of what the program's gonna be like, especially this year and going forward. What game are you looking forward to this year?
That Wisconsin game. We should have won that game this past year, and it's on my birthday too. So
Hey, there we go. We love it. It's always good to beat them. Going back to your game a little bit, who's someone growing up and right now that you envision yourself modeling your game after?
I used to watch Ray Lewis, like that little era of players when I was like younger, when the Texans were good, 49ers, Ravens, all that. I used to watch Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was a dog, and right now I watch Devin White is nice on the Buccaneers,
Mm-hmm.
and then the linebacker on the 49ers, he's super nice.
Are you a Micah Parsons guy?
Yeah, Micah Parsons is nice too.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
But it's like the Cowboys is kind of yeah. The defense is nice. They're my team.
Cowboy shirt. Finish your sentence.
Yeah, the Cowboys, they're my team on Madden. Like
Okay,
defense is stacked.
they are. Yeah, they're really good. So what are you most excited for coming to Nebraska? If you could pick one thing.
Being in that environment like for a couple of days and trying to see how it's gonna go. Also, like getting into football. Like I miss football. Like I was sad when my last game of high school football ended, and I'm just ready to get back to work. I've been working out and stuff, so I'm ready.
You're excited to watch it, dude.
Yeah, appreciate it.
One other question I have, we had Vincent Carroll Jackson, we had Riley Van Poppel. We both asked them, when is Nebraska going to be back in the playoff? They both agreed it could be next year. What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's next year too.
Yeah. Love it. My last question for you, and it kind of goes back to you personally. What can we expect out of yourself, Dylan Rogers, in the next, not only next year, but throughout your career at Nebraska? What kind of guy are you going to be?
Be like a team player, like a teammate, like a dude that's down to earth, like to have fun. But like when it's time to play, Like there's no, I'm gonna be an aggressive guy. Like you can see it in my film. I'm a aggressive guy on the field. Like there's no friends. So,
yep,
I'm ready to go knock somebody's head off in games.
We love to hear that. That's awesome. Well, Dylan, this has been awesome. We appreciate you coming on. And we can't wait to watch you in red on the field next year, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Go Big Red, baby.
Yes, sir. Go Big Red.
Boys Down Bad Nation, what is up? Two quick things. One, if you could like, comment, and subscribe to our page, that would be awesome. We would really appreciate it. Two, we know that the audio on the second half of this podcast is a little subpar. We apologize for that. But you should still keep listening because we're going to give our Super Bowl picks, and they are some good ones. So stay tuned. Keep watching. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Dylan. Awesome interview. Awesome kid. Excited to see him tear it up next year.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan. Chris, you want to give us a little Husker basketball update?
Yeah, so we played Penn State. What day was that, Trevin?
Sunday. No sit Sunday.
Yeah, the crowd was actually pretty good.
But
crowd was pretty
there
good.
was way too many people there for a 10-13 team is what I thought.
Yeah, but we won.
It's a big win.
K-Faye's insane.
Nuts.
30 for 30.
30 for 30.
Insane.
He got 30 points. Some of those shots he makes from the logo are insane. And then he makes them, and then he like acts like he's gonna shoot it.
Yeah,
And the
that
fans
one-
get crazy.
That
like
one
he's gonna
play,
shoot
we
it.
were on a big run. He had hit like 2 threes in a row, and I think we got like a steal in case he pulls up from like almost half court.
Yeah.
He kind of like
Pump
smiled.
fakes it, and he's
Oh.
like, yeah, I'm not gonna shoot it.
What a guy.
But yeah, the team played well. Sam Hoiberg's playing better than him.
Yeah,
I never would have thought I would have said that.
he's balling out.
Yeah.
That
But-
dude is yoked, too.
For how small he is,
Yeah.
he is.
It's a big dude.
The team's fun to watch.
It is.
They're still competing. I mean, they're still playing hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
feel good for them. I mean, feel good for Sam.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Sam and Derek they're gonna give everything they have.
Oh, yeah.
Why not last year?
yeah.
No, who knows?
Just
Get
played
hot.
Michigan on Wednesday. Beat them
Beat them.
on the road.
Huge
Then we-
win.
Then what?
We
I
play
s-
at home on Saturday.
Wisconsin, they suck.
I'll be working BTN.
Okay, look
Three-
for Chris.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
I'll be at mid-court.
Mid-court.
Mid-court camera
Let's
this
see.
time.
Ooh, is that like a big deal?
It's a step up.
Okay.
So we'll see
Okay.
how it goes.
So if there's any mess ups on
Yeah,
the broadcast
if you see the so my responsibilities before the game, I do like the announcers on camera. So like before the game, you'll see announcers on camera. That's me.
Okay.
And then just during the game, if you see a replay or something and it's from the mid court low, like you're on the court, that's me.
Wow.
So
Congrats.
I apologize in advance if there's any screw ups.
There probably will be.
There probably will be. That's okay.
Hmm.
It's live TV. It's over once it's done with.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chucky Hepburn comes back to Nebraska with Wisconsin.
How's he been doing this year?
He's kind of their
It's about
stud.
their only offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think if we stop him, Wisconsin's very beatable.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that said the year we made our tournament run, like 2015 or whatever,
With Miles, yeah.
we had the same record that we do now, like as February
On the
as
same
of,
day.
as
Really?
of February 4th, and then we just rattled off like 8 of our last 9 wins
Yeah.
that year.
Whoa.
So
It's
February.
meant to be.
I'm not saying it's
No,
gonna
no,
happen. I
it's-
just saw the tweet.
It got
I'm
me a
in.
little fired up.
I'm bought in.
Yeah. Win our last 8 in a row.
Made me think a little bit. Jamarcus Lawrence is a beast. He's good.
He is.
So
A lot of people are saying he's the guard of the future for the league.
yeah,
Like a lot of coaches are saying he's going to be a problem.
once Breitenbach figures it out, which he will, we'll be cruising.
Yeah.
Coach Nets?
And even if we don't, jeez, excuse me.
He's rusty. He's
I
rusty.
haven't been on
he
the
has
pod in a
a,
while.
he's a little rusty.
Even if we don't win these next like 10 games, he can always just win the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah,
And then we're
exactly.
in.
It's a
And
5
always
game
have
season.
that.
and
It's a
then
5
win
game season.
every game in the NCAA tournament. What's that, like
6 games.
6 games? So that's just like 11 wins.
11 wins.
It's gotta
That's
get
what we
hot.
got now.
It's got to get hot for 11.
Yes.
Teams have done it.
We can do that.
Teams have done it.
Excited.
Yeah.
Not a ton of Husker football updates this week. Not a
I
ton.
saw Dylan Rhule is doing his official visit in
Official
March.
visit March
25th or
25th, I
something?
think. March 25th.
I saw Georgia like offered another quarterback in that class.
Mhm.
So
That's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
Hopefully these other teams just keep offering quarterbacks.
He has to come here, right?
I'm worried about USC, but
Yeah, they
other than that,
make it a push.
Yeah,
But I think he'll come here.
I do too.
I think it's a done deal.
We've put so much, not pressure, but just so much energy
Mm.
into going and getting him and like showing him that we care, that we want him here.
How could you not?
I mean, you send 7 coaches at one time to see one recruit.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's like,
I think we got him.
yeah.
We got him. We got him in the bag.
Then how would
Heard it here
how
first.
would your Kool-Aid be?
It'd be tough to keep it down.
The only other thing I wrote down was they released a video of the new practice facility
Oh yeah, that new one that they're building.
and looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah,
Vincent
it's-
Carroll Jackson said he's never seen anything like it on his visits. How could you not come here?
It's a good recruiting tool.
How could you not?
you would think everyone would come here. All the 5 stars.
You would think. We'll see.
We'll see.
You see?
Let's move into the down bads of the week. Chris, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a reverse down bad.
Ooh.
So like an up good.
Pulling out
Okay.
the Uno reverse card.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's hear it.
So I think it was also Sunday morning. We got a text from our buddy Jordan Peters.
I think it was Saturday.
Was it Saturday? I thought it was Sunday.
No, because I was at work. I was grinding.
It was Saturday?
I was
Saturday.
grinding
Okay.
the taxes.
Saturday.
And I saw
Anyway,
my phone blowing up.
yeah, Saturday morning, about 10 a.m., the Peters had their baby.
Mm-hmm.
Baby
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Yeah. So both Jordans, congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Baby
Whitley,
and mom.
right?
Yes, Whitley.
Whitley Matthews Peters.
Yep.
Matthew Peters. Yeah.
Matthew Peters. Both baby and mom doing well.
Yeah.
So,
So that was cool to see. Born at
Yep.
7:55 a.m.
yeah.
They said. He said.
Yep. Yep.
That's. Yeah. Well,
It's exciting. It's
dad
It's
time
weird
now.
to think that
Yeah.
member of the pod is a dad now.
Jordan's
Yeah.
a dad.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I have a dad on the pod.
Yeah. So obviously he wasn't here today.
Yeah. That's why he's gone, taking care of the kid.
Yeah.
Dad responsibilities.
You know,
You gotta do
dad,
it.
father of one.
Yeah.
Father of one. Tip of the hat.
Yeah.
So congrats, Peters.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Great
Congrats,
up.
guys.
Great up good.
Yeah.
Trev, do you have an up good or a down
I
bad?
have it down bad.
Ooh.
It's China. Because we
China?
popped their balloon. We did it. They had a little. I don't really know
Yep.
much about this. I just saw
Oh,
a few
dude.
headlines and decided it'd be funny if I just blindly react and not read into it.
Mhm.
But from what I understand, they had a little spy balloon coming over to the U.S. trying to
Mhm.
gather some data from us, and we shot it down.
Mm-hmm.
We popped their
We
balloon.
did it.
Nice try, China.
Yeah. Thought they could get us with a little stupid
idiots.
little
Yeah.
balloon.
They said it was for weather,
Yeah.
like
Nice try.
trying to get data on weather.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, we're
Nice
smarter
effort.
than that.
Yep.
But I also did read that it started in like Alaska, and we didn't pop it until it was in South Carolina. So
Correct.
So they saw a
Kinda-
lot.
Well, I guess
of
the
stuff.
Kinda
week-
flew over like the whole
California,
country.
Yeah. The week before we popped it, Biden, I guess, he's the commander in chief, right? So like anything he
Chief
says to
Biden.
the military goes, right?
Yeah. Correct.
And he, I guess, was telling them to shoot it down earlier, and they just didn't obey. They
Didn't
were like,
obey?
they were like,
I heard it's
let's
like,
just wait and see.
Mm.
Well, I think it
And
was
they let
too
it keep going.
dangerous to do it over like any place where there's civilization. So they waited till it was like
Sure.
in the ocean. So they did it like right over Myrtle Beach. There's videos of it.
Mm.
Yeah, we
Interesting.
got them.
We did it. So is that maybe an up good?
Could be.
Also-
It's
Yeah,
up
we
good
could
for
be
the
an up
U.S.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at us
but-
being a positive
Yeah, look at that.
podcast.
My down bad is beer.
What?
Because Sunday is going to be a bad day to be a beer.
Oh yeah.
I mentioned it last year at the Super Bowl, but I looked it up again just to double check. 325 million gallons of beer will be consumed on Super Bowl Sunday.
Nice.
I mean, that's a crazy number. 325 million?
I'll be happy to contribute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. I'll have a can or two.
I will contribute to that for sure, but short one, but beer's now bad.
Yeah.
Or they're up good if you're a producer of beer because
You
bringing
could,
in the money.
that's true. You could
Yeah.
flip
Could flip it around.
it around. Wow.
For every
three up
every
goods.
down bad, there's an up good.
It's very true.
Put that in the
Put that in,
scripture.
yeah. Put that
Which,
in
speaking of the Super Bowl, do you think organizations and places you work should give you the day off after the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe Monday
It's a-
should be a holiday.
It's a topic of discussion for a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't there? What's the There's a holiday in like
President's Day is
few weeks,
next
right?
Monday.
Yeah. So why not? It's always been a thing. Like why not
Just move it.
move everything back? Chris, go touch.
Chris,
your
go
computer.
touch the thing.
Okay.
Us people.
Real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I 100% agree that it
Even-
should be a.
That'd be my
Holiday.
first act. You could run a presidential campaign off that. Just
Yeah.
say like, here's the first thing I'll do in office. I'll make the day after Super Bowl a holiday, and you'd probably win.
Say that and say you're going to cut taxes.
Yeah.
It's
And
all
you
you
will
need to
win.
run by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
We
Yeah.
should run for president.
We should. Last week, Chris, we did a little deep dive into Chris's his Hinge profile.
Yeah.
And we gave him some suggestions. Now, Trev wasn't here.
I was not here, but I did listen.
He said he had some thoughts, so he wanted to contribute, possibly.
Yeah, as a fellow, I'm a big advocate of Hinge.
Mhm.
Found my future wife.
Whoa.
Off
Whoa.
It's not girlfriend anymore. It's
Whoa. Heard it.
future
Heard it here
wife. Heard it here first.
Breaking news.
We'll see. She doesn't listen to this anymore, so she won't hear that.
Thanks, Taylor.
Sorry, yeah. I don't think she, maybe she'll tune in.
Maybe.
You're back on, so she will.
But yeah, as a advocate of Hinge, it works. Stick with it. I think I could have some tips for you. But I like what you guys said. Pictures, definitely need to update the pictures. We didn't really get into like your messages or anything though, did we?
No, we did not.
No, because I hadn't had any matches in a while.
What's your? Oh, okay. First of all, first question: have you got any more matches than normal?
I got 2 this week.
Oh,
Hey, all right.
they worked.
So it's more than last week.
Okay. Have we done any messaging to
Initiated.
these people?
Yes, I did.
Any responses?
I got 2 responses.
That's
I mean, it's just
huge.
It's
so easy.
it's clockwork
When's the wedding?
Yeah.
for both of them.
What's the opening line? What's your go-to opening
So-
I
line?
don't really have one. I kind of base it off what their prompts are.
That's what that was gonna be some advice for you. Like you
Yeah.
can't have one like basic opening line unless it's a really good one.
Yeah.
You can't have like a basic one because girls they get that all the time. They get so many guys that just say like you look pretty or something, or like they
Yeah.
have a line. You gotta like pick out like a detail in their picture or something. Just
Yeah. So I kind of
something to
base it
make
off what their
original.
prompts are and kind of ask them like a question or like,
Good.
I like
Good
you
to
know, if
ask
they
the
say like,
question.
you know, like something about a hobby that they do or like,
Yeah.
some say like, what's my favorite drink or something. I'll try and guess it or something like that.
good.
Just
Have
kind
you
of
ever guessed it?
keep. No, I haven't. There's so many drinks out there. It's so hard. It's impossible.
Okay, so it's working.
Yeah, the new pictures are working.
Okay.
I didn't add a video of me golfing. I didn't have one.
Okay.
So
You
maybe
said
this-
Peter sent you some.
Peter
other
sent me a
pictures?
wedding photo from his wedding. That I
Is
put
that
in
your
there.
first picture?
It is my first, and then I
Nice.
put me with the camera on in the second picture.
Yes. Good.
Nice.
And I put the
the
caption
boat?
is like, my weekends look like with me with the camera.
That's pretty
That's
good.
what I do on weekends.
That's pretty good. The boat.
The boat I think is 3rd.
Okay.
4th is golfing,
Okay.
and then 5 I think is me with Juice. The picture
Oh,
of his graduation.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 6 is me with my cousin
Okay.
at that wedding.
Definitely a step up.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
working.
It worked. It was successful so far.
I was scrolling through my photos to see if I had any of you. I had one of you and I smoking a cigar. I don't know if that's a turnoff or not. I saved
If
it.
it's a cigar, I don't think.
I can
so.
show you
yeah.
guys and see what we
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, let's see it.
I made an album called Chris.
Oh,
He went all out
I only
for
found
this.
2 photos though, but I don't know. You look kind of cool. Also kind of I don't know.
yeah.
Does he look like Joe
I got
Burrow?
the beard. I got the beard
It's
on
got
there.
the beard is full.
The beard is full.
Okay, I kind of like that.
I do
I
kinda
don't
like
mind
it.
that.
Something to think
I
about.
think I like that.
I like it. I could replace it with one of the other
What's
ones.
the other one?
It was also from Jordan's wedding, so you might have that one. You look like a fun guy. You also are making a weird face.
I am making a weird
Hey,
face.
but
I must
if
be
you're
yelling some.
You look-
must be
I
yelling.
mean,
Hey,
it's a
it's
very
a
clear
good
photo,
picture.
which I like.
Yeah.
It's a candid photo. you
Yeah.
know, it's-
The
It's
quality
candid.
of the picture is important as well.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
So
But yeah, I'll send you those, and you can do whatever with them if you want them.
Perfect.
we'll have a weekly update.
Maybe we'll get some more matches this week.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
If these don't work out.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
these will work
Maybe
out.
you
One of them
found
will
the
work
one.
out.
On the Boys Sound Bad podcast. Because of
Also-
the Boys Sound Bad podcast.
Yeah.
Another tip: try to get it off Hinge at the when you can. Like ask for her Snapchat or number. I mean, you want to do some messages on Hinge to see if she's like interested,
Yeah.
and if you can tell there's somewhat interest, just go for it. Be like, hey, here's my Snap. If you wanna take this off of Hinge, let me know. That way, you know if they're like. If they're not
Interested
if
in
they're
it.
not just bored and like typing on the app just to keep themselves entertained.
That's a good point.
That was
Look at this guy.
yeah.
Well,
That's
hey,
what's up.
he's experienced. He knows
Yeah,
what he's doing.
experienced.
It's been there.
2 for 2 on getting girlfriends from a dating app.
Nice. Good for you.
That's, you got to listen to that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
someone like that talks to you, you got to listen.
Yep. Awesome. Moving on. Trevin had an idea for this podcast. Would you like to talk about it a little bit?
The script.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk from Chris, especially about how the NFL is scripted, and seen a lot of tweets about like, oh, he's just following the script. So I thought it'd be kind of fun if the boys, with the big game coming up, the Super Bowl, I thought we'd just create our own script of what we think the NFL is going to pull up their sleeves and how the game's going to play out.
In the most crazy way.
The most
possible.
crazy way.
So we're all going to read our scripts that we prepared. I'm very excited for this, actually.
Yeah, should be pretty fun, actually.
Chris, do you want to start?
I can. Trevin's got my script.
Okay, pull it up.
All right. So, mine starts in pregame.
Okay.
So teams are warming up on the field.
Okay.
You know, Mahomes has that bad ankle,
Yeah, he does.
and he's practicing snapping under the center, and his center steps on his ankle. Kind of.
Okay.
So that gets the Chiefs off to a bad start.
Okay.
So then we get into the game. First play of the game for Philly. They win the toss, get the ball first. Philly special. Throwing it to Hurts.
Whoa.
60-yard bomb.
First play of the
From
game?
AJ Brown right to Jalen Hurts.
Wow. Okay.
60-yard bomb,
Okay.
gets him to the 20. And then Dallas Goedert, first touchdown.
Okay.
First
It
touchdown.
was very in-depth. I like it.
I kind of, yeah.
It's not this
No,
intense. but-
mine's
Yeah.
not mine isn't even really about the game.
So then we're still in the first quarter. Mahomes throws a pick six on his first pass.
Wow.
So it's 14 to
Tough
nothing
start.
Eagles.
Okay.
Chiefs fans are worried.
I would
Chiefs, second quarter, Chiefs drive down, get a field goal attempt. Butker doinks it off the post. Yikes.
brutal start.
Yeah. Tells you anything about how I think about the game.
Okay.
Then what do I have? Hurts throws an interception.
Wow.
Second quarter.
Let's go play by
I
yeah,
am.
drive by drive.
I am. Thought about this for a while.
Okay.
And
This is not
then
what-
later in the
Go
second
ahead.
quarter, Chiefs throw a touchdown pass to Juju.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he gritty?
Juju and Jackson Mahomes do a TikTok dance in the end zone.
Nice.
Get ejected. Juju gets ejected for
Okay.
dancing with Jackson Mahomes in the end zone.
Okay.
I like that.
So then they're already out. McCole Hardman. Now Juju Smith-Schuster's out. So
Mhm.
they don't know what to do. So halftime score 17-7. Each team scores in third quarter, blah, blah, blah. So then I have in the fourth quarter, what do I have here? Oh, there's going to be a streaker, by the way, in between the third and fourth quarter.
Ooh.
Okay, take that
nice,
prop.
nice touch.
Yep, so
Take that prop.
thought
Nice
about
touch.
that. I
Yep.
think there's going to be one this year. Somebody's going to get balls. and
Okay.
do it.
Oh,
Okay.
Philly fans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's going to do it, especially if they're winning. Yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah.
So then the fourth, just disaster strikes for the Chiefs. So Mahomes gets
Jeez.
sacked, fumbles, returned for a touchdown by Ndamukong Suh for the Eagles.
Ooh. Sue getting in on it.
So then the next series, first play, Mahomes throws another pick six. Just a terrible game for Mahomes.
Jeez.
Yeah. So Eagles crush. Mahomes quits the game. He's like, screw this, I'm done. Chad Henne, get in the freaking game.
Henny.
Finish the game. I'm done. So the Eagles win 38-21.
Okay.
Wow.
There's your NFL script from me.
It's good script.
It's in depth.
That is
Trev, you
very
want me to go
in-depth.
or
I don't
you wanna
care. I can go.
go? Okay. Chris, that was good.
So mine's not really as detailed. I just had some bullet points that I think will happen.
Okay.
So basically, same start as Chris. I think Eagles are going to get off to a hot start. Just everything going right for them, everything going wrong for the Chiefs. That's going to happen. Now here's where it gets a little weird. Andy Reid he's had some health conditions in the past. I think he's going to get so stressed out that he's a little episode on the sideline. Nothing too serious.
Ooh.
Just like lightheaded, says I can't do it anymore. I need to go into the locker room. And
Okay.
that's it's gonna be a tough scene. Now the Chiefs players are they're gonna be everywhere. They're gonna be so distraught. They see their coach leaving for the locker room. And the first half, they're gonna be down like 21-24. Horrible first half. They're gonna need to make some adjustments. Now here's where it gets fun.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Our friend Damar Hamlin is in the crowd. He's in the crowd.
Okay.
He sees the Chiefs players all distraught, so he's like, I got to do something about this. He goes down to the locker room, gives the greatest halftime speech you will ever hear, just fires the boys up, and Andy Reid's fine by now. He's ready to go. He drinks some Gatorade. He comes back into the second half. They're all fired up from the Damar Hamlin speech. They didn't even know he's at the game. Just everything goes the Chiefs' way. So just fired up, playing perfect.
Okay.
What else did I have? I'm kind of just BSing, but these are my main points. Anyway, we go into the fourth quarter. We're all tied up. Then the game kind of starts to stall a little bit. Teams both get nervous. Eagles end up taking the lead with a field goal with about 3 minutes left. So Chiefs have about 3 minutes left to get a field goal, send it to overtime, or get a touchdown. Mahomes is going to find Kelsey on the sideline, and he's wide open. I don't know how they left Kelsey. Now, here's where it gets weird again. Jason Kelsey is on the Eagles sideline. He sees this. He trips. He sticks his foot out to stop his brother Travis from scoring a touchdown.
Wow.
Huge fight breaks out.
Ooh.
But, I mean, there's not really a rule against it other than a 15-yard penalty. I don't know why teams don't do this more, right?
No.
just trip him. He saved the game.
Okay.
But anyway, huge fight breaks out. Jason and Travis hate each other now. Never speak again.
They don't do their podcast
Never speak
anymore?
again. Podcast is over. Tough scene.
Dang.
But anyways, 15-yard penalty. Chiefs get set up for a 43-yard field goal. No time left. Now, why 43 yards? That's a weird number. Well, let's flash back to the 2015 NFC Championship. The the divisional round. Eagles versus Bears. Cody Parkey has a 43-yard field goal to win the game. So Bucker's got that in the back of his mind. Double doinks it. He double doinks it, and it doesn't go in. Eagles win
Wow.
by 3.
Wow.
Double doink.
On a double
That's
doink.
the script.
And a Kelsey trip.
Kelsey trip.
pretty
And
good.
a
I
Damar
Can't
Hamlin
believe that.
halftime speech.
That's pretty good, Trev.
Fantastic.
You know, I was just thinking of all the angles. What are the storylines? The Kelsey brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Damar Hamlin was a big story. So
That's
got a
pretty
little
good.
too
That was
detailed
really
there,
good.
but-
I like it.
Chris, can you fix that?
Yeah, let me do that for you.
Thanks. Now, mine doesn't really have anything to do with the game. I mean, it kind of does. It's just an outlandish story that I thought was kind of funny. Okay, wait for Chris. Okay. So, story time. It's the night before the Super Bowl. Saturday night. Jackson Mahomes films a TikTok dance with Brittany Mahomes and Antonio Brown.
Oh.
Later that night, a photo is leaked of Antonio Brown in his car with a woman who looks vaguely like Britt. Twitter explodes. People jump to the conclusion that Britt is cheating on Patrick. At the same time, Patrick is told if he hurts his ankle anymore, he might never be able to play football again by the Chiefs' docs. Because of the heartbreak of his relationship that he thinks might be true, and this career-altering news, Pat does not play in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
In a mad scramble to find a quarterback to sign for one game, who did the Chiefs sign? A freshly retired Tom Brady. Tom Brady plays the game of his life for the Chiefs and wins his 8th Super Bowl, I believe.
Yeah, it'd be his 8th.
Wins his 8th Super Bowl. Everyone rides happily off into the sunset. Until 2 weeks later, news leaks that this interaction with Tom, Pat, AB, Britt, and Jackson was no coincidence. You see, despite what people think, Tom and Antonio Brown have been friends this entire time. The rumored beef between the two and Giselle was all a hoax and contributed to a plan they cooked up in the offseason. Tom knew he couldn't win a Super Bowl with the Bucs, so he faked beef with Antonio Brown to make it seem like he cut all ties with him with the once great wideout. He then waited until right before the Super Bowl, after the Bucs had been eliminated, to retire, then send AB to drive Pat into a severe depression and not play in the Super Bowl by thinking his wife was cheating on him with AB, so that he could come in, save the day, and go out as the GOAT. Wow. Then Tom Brady becomes the most hated man in America, but retires with his 8th Super Bowl ring.
That'd be something.
And that is my story
That would break the world.
That
of
would.
the scripted Super Bowl.
That'd be quite the script.
Yeah. The NFL could pull that off.
I took it a little different
We
way
went
than you
3
guys did.
completely different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Chris was extremely play-by-play. Mine was just things that'll never happen. But
Mine
Good.
didn't even talk about the Super
you
Bowl.
didn't even talk about the game.
Talked about scenarios before and after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was fun though.
That was,
Good one.
it could happen. Any of them.
Yeah,
Could.
Sure.
Until Sunday, we don't know.
Never know.
that'd be so awesome if Kelsey trips Kelsey though.
That would be hilarious.
Imagine like the internet.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
Oh.
Just sticks his foot out.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of the Super Bowl, let's give a little Super Bowl preview. Chiefs Eagles line right now is -1.5. Eagles over under is 51. Chris, you said that you don't think that line is going to change at all.
Nope. I don't think so. I think it'll pretty much stay at 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah.
Obviously we talked about it's the Kelsey Bowl.
Yeah.
Kelsey brothers. Got to be an interesting spot for mom.
She said
Yeah.
she can't lose,
Can't lose. It's true.
but she can.
She
One,
can't.
one son will lose
One
the game.
son will
Yeah.
lose.
So one son will be depressed
It's
for
true.
8
Or-
months.
In my situation, she'll lose big time because the sons will just hate each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
It's true.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Hope that doesn't happen.
Yikes.
I saw a crazy. It's kind of like a stat. The Chiefs this year are 16-3. They've scored 506
Mhm.
points. They've had 6 All-Pros, including a Kelsey brother and a quarterback, and they were the AFC 1 seed. The Eagles were 16-3. They scored 546 points this year. 6 All-Pros, including a Kelsey brother and a quarterback, and they were the NFC's 1 seed.
So they're identical.
Identical. It's insane. Could be.
Wonder how that happens.
Yeah. Hmm.
You can't script it to that
Interesting.
degree.
Well,
It's just
you never
stats.
know.
That's interesting though.
Stats are wild.
It is.
That's crazy.
I love seeing stats like that. It's always cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane. And then my other thing I wrote down was Mahomes has been working on behind the back passes that he wants to break out in the Super Bowl. Apparently,
Please do.
I mean, they always have those plays down at the goal line where
I
they
know.
do something crazy.
they had a video of him like doing a goal line play and he threw it behind his back to Kelsey.
Please do.
Sure,
Please.
why not?
I'd
I'm
love to see it.
totally lost on this game.
Yeah,
I originally thought Eagles easy. Now I'm leaning Chiefs.
I'm the same way. Originally, right when the Chiefs game ended, when they barely beat the Bengals, I thought it was Eagles. Hadn't got out of my head until today. I just started rethinking everything,
Mhm.
and I don't.
I just know whichever one I choose is going to be wrong.
Well, here's why: Eagles are the better overall team. I think they have the better roster, but arguably two most important positions are the quarterback and the head coach. Chiefs have a quarterback who's been there before. They have a head coach who's been there before. The Eagles don't. That's what's really getting me.
Yep.
Chiefs.
I
A
agree.
lot of people on the Chiefs have been there before, twice. Eagles are all like first time ever been in the Super Bowl. I don't think Sirianni's that good of a coach. I mean, he's got a good roster, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's on the Eagles. Is what it seems like,
Yeah, except for Chiefs fans.
except for Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
But-
yeah,
I don't know. You feel strongly on this, Chris.
Yeah.
I do feel
Talk me
strongly.
into the Eagles because
Yeah,
I don't want
talk
to
me
cheer for the
into it.
Chiefs.
So I like the Eagles a lot. So I think the only reason the Chiefs beat the Bengals, obviously the reffing was bad, but that's not the real reason. I think the offensive line for the Bengals was so beat up and so bad that it made the Chiefs' defensive line look better than they are. And the Eagles have the number 1 defensive line in the league.
Yeah.
And even though they destroyed the 49ers and the 49ers didn't have a quarterback, they still had all their defensive guys and they still put up 38 points.
Yeah.
On the number 2 defense in the league. And the Chiefs are like, I think, mid of the league in defense.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of stands out to me. And then I don't think Mahomes will be 100%. He'll be better than he was on that ankle.
Yeah.
But I think the Eagles' defensive line can also get to Mahomes. And I think they'll really put a focus on Travis Kelce. If they can stop Travis Kelce,
Yeah.
who else is going to step up for the Chiefs? Nobody's really had to this year besides Kelce.
It's true.
Because for some reason, other teams don't guard him.
And they're not going to run the ball.
Correct.
They
They're
showed
not,
that last.
or if they do, they're going to try early and then it's going to get shut down and then they're going to just abandon it.
Yeah. But Pat can still work his way around.
He could.
that.
So another stat I found: who was the regular season passing yards leader in the NFL? Do you know? He's playing in the Super Bowl.
Hurts.
Nope.
Oh, it was Mahomes. Yeah,
It was Mahomes. The other 6 quarterbacks to win the regular season passing title, they're 0-6 in the Super Bowl.
Really?
Correct.
Hmm.
So Mahomes
That's
would be the first, if the Chiefs win, he'd be the first quarterback to win the regular season passing title in yards and win the Super Bowl. And then
it scares me so much going against the Chiefs. They just
yeah, I mean, they're good, but the Eagles have been dominant all year.
Yeah, they haven't played
anyone in playoffs.
But that
They haven't
but
played
they've
anyone
also
all year.
but they've
32
taken
strength of schedule.
But it takes a good team to take care of business and
Yeah, no, they're obviously
not
a really
let
good
down.
team.
Yeah.
And then the line opened at -1 for the Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
and it went all the way to -2.5 for the Eagles. And in Super Bowls where the lines moved 3 points or more, the team with the favored line movement, so in this case the Eagles, they are 14-4 against the spread in the Super Bowl, 16-2 straight up.
I mean, you can look at any stat you want. You can spin it any way you want.
Hard to deny those numbers.
No.
I think it's the Chiefs.
I still got 4 days to tinker on it,
Yeah,
but
we're gonna think on it. Continue to think on it.
I do know I love some props.
Yep.
which we can-
Great
Props are fun.
segue. Let's
That's-
talk about props.
That's my favorite part of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You're going to take some props and live and die by them.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to let the whole room know what props you took. You're going to annoy them. I don't care.
Yeah. I know you guys have a lot of props.
Yeah,
I just wrote down one that I really like, so I'll say mine, then you guys can.
go for it. Let's hear it.
My prop bet is tails on the coin toss.
Some deep analysis on that.
The last 2 coin tosses have been heads. The 2 before that have been tails. So it's going in a trend. Tails is due.
Tails is due. 50-50
Um,
shot of winning your money.
Tails is due. 50-50
Good
shot. The coin toss, just an interesting fact, the coin toss winner over the last 8 Super Bowls has lost the game. If you want to parlay that, could.
Yeah, you could.
But I'm going tails. I just think it's due. And tails never fails.
It's a coin flip.
It's due.
It's due, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm
Yeah.
definitely betting on the coin toss. There's
You have to.
no way about that.
You already did, didn't you?
I took heads.
Oh, you
my
did take
gosh.
heads.
Good thing
I
know
thought
my-
you took
Tails
tails.
never
It's
fails.
all right, I know my bookie. He might be able to delete it if I wanted to.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he might be able to.
You know what? I love that you took heads.
Well,
I love it.
One of you will
happened?
win. I don't know why my computer keeps doing that crap. It's never done that before.
We're in low power mode over here.
Uh-oh. It's probably at 20%.
cut.
You want to fix that?
Yeah.
We're getting close to the end.
Yeah, what do we got left? Just props, parlay, and roulette?
Yep.
I don't know why my computer keeps shutting off. It never does that. Oh, I get the password.
Capital S, Spartans 5.
Yep.
Got that right. Yeah, we're good there. I fixed it.
Okay.
So yeah, tails is not going to fail. That's a lock.
Yeah, that's good. Smart pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now you guys can go.
Well, I just wrote down a lot. There's always 3 bets you have to make before the game even starts. You have to bet on the coin flip. That's just the American thing to do.
Mhm.
You have to bet on the national anthem, the length. I mean, I think that's the most electric bet you can have.
Yes.
'Cause you're just, I'm probably gonna take the over, just because it's Chris Stapleton. He's got one of the best voices in the world. He's gonna be stretching out those notes,
Mhm.
He's a pretty slow singer, too.
and
A lot of his songs
a
are
lot
slow.
of the songs are slow. Like, I actually do like the over. I saw like slightly over 2 minutes.
You had a hot tip on last year's
Yeah, yep.
anthem.
Over
You got it right.
Yep, I got it right.
What's the average length of a national anthem?
It's like 2 minutes and like 5 seconds in the
Okay.
Super Bowl.
Okay.
And I saw the line at 2:03, so
Okay.
probably take the over. And then the opening kickoff, you have to bet on that for it not to be a touchback. 'Cause there's been a lot of, I think it's hit 29 of the last 32 years. Didn't hit last year because Pat McAfee got like all on it and everybody and their mom bet.
Oh yeah, I
They
forgot
bet
about
no
that.
because they use like a brand new ball and take it straight to the Hall of Fame, and kickers are a little nervous. They're kicking a rock hard ball
Mhm.
and it's like never a touchback. It's hit 29 of the last 32 years and it's
Jeez.
plus 140.
Plus
Plus 140, so I
wow.
already took that.
Okay,
Wow.
good.
So you got to do that one.
Yep.
But yeah, those are the three that are going to determine your day before the game even starts, really. Then I saw another one that's before the game that I fell in love with. It's coach to be shown first during like the national anthem. They're both even odds. It has to be Andy Reid.
Oh, which coach?
Which coach will be shown first by the camera crew?
I mean, he coached for the
Coach
Eagles.
for the Eagles.
Yeah.
They gotta show him.
Nobody
Yeah.
cares about Nick Sirianni.
Yeah.
I think might be a hammer.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I think that's my favorite one.
That's
I
a
stumbled
great-
across.
yeah,
Great
that's a good
prop.
one.
Honorary mentions are Jalen Hurts' first completion under 10.5 yards. I can see him just doing like a dump off to
Yep.
get.
Get the nerves.
I think that's a good play. One of them will be in my parlay. Yeah. Quez Watkins under 1.5 catches. Guy stinks. It's just easy. But yeah, that's about all I dug up.
Those are good. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Chris, you got any?
Yeah, I got 3. I don't have any pregame or halftime. Who's doing halftime, by the way?
Rihanna.
There's probably something you can bet
I was
on that,
3
too.
for 3 on halftime.
Yeah, you
bets.
got
Yeah,
like
you
the
were. You
shoes.
were
I
hot
got the
there.
shoes,
That was
the
nice.
hoodie. Eminem came out in the hoodie.
And length performance, right?
Yes, I think so. No, number of songs.
Oh, yeah,
Over.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Over
That's
number
right.
of
I'm sure we'll
songs.
be
That's hot.
We'll be hitting the lab
Yeah.
about an
hard.
hour before kickoff.
Yeah.
Finding stuff.
Yeah.
Finding anything.
But I'm gonna do a Trevin special on the first one.
Ooh,
No 1-yard touchdown.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of big plays, so I think they'll be scoring from farther away from the goal line.
Mhm.
So I don't know what the odds are. What are they usually like? 130, 120?
Yeah, it's usually fairly even.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just an electric bet. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're
It
never.
is.
You're
You just
never,
don't want a 1-yard touchdown.
The thing is, you're never like in the clear until the game's like totally over, and then
Yeah.
True.
you just can't have a pass interference in the end zone. Those
Exactly.
are killer.
Yeah. Yeah, those are bad.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll take that.
Yeah. My second one is going to be Eagles to score in every quarter, plus 165.
Jeez.
Ooh. Okay.
I like the Eagles to score in every quarter.
Okay.
Like I said, a lot of points, so they're going to have to keep scoring.
Mhm.
A lot of throwing, big plays every quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And my third one is going to be the first challenge is going to be overturned. I think it's minus 120.
Okay.
My reasoning is in the Super Bowl, they're not just going to waste their challenge on something that is close.
Yeah.
like they're going to
Yeah,
have to be
keep it,
confident to challenge it where they know it's going to get overturned.
Refs might be nervous.
Yeah.
Could be making some mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're going to, the people upstairs are going to be telling them, I'm only going to tell you to challenge if it's like
They know for
90% rate that it's going to get overturned.
Yeah, I like that.
So I think the first challenge that whoever, it doesn't matter who throws the challenge flag, it's just going to get overturned.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Those are good.
Yeah.
Good job, boys. You did more than I did. Let's move into the Boys Down Bad Parlay Super Bowl edition. Chris, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, I can. It's an easy play. Eagles. I'll go money line.
I'll take
Just
money line.
Yeah.
just because I'm not gonna mess with 1.5. That's what I have anyway. Eagles money line. Bet of the year.
Oh!
Wow.
Lock of the year?
It's only February, so you only get one game a year for bet of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm
True.
using it
On the
February
Super Bowl?
12th or 13th, whatever day of the game
Yeah.
is. Sunday, bet of the year, Eagles money line.
Wow. Okay. Bet of the year.
Bet of the year.
End of the year.
I'm
I'm
gonna...
using my one early in the year.
Okay, I love that. Trev, what is... I sent
I'll
you
get-
Peters. What does
yeah.
Peters got?
Let's see, Jordan is going with Jalen Hurts over in passing yards. The prop is 241.5. He said he saw a TikTok saying he averages 268 yards when their team total is around 26, and their team total is 26. So He's taking Jalen Hurts over 241.5 passing yards.
Logic adds up.
Okay.
I like that a lot. Good pick.
Checks out.
Trev, what do you got?
Yep, I got a weird one.
Good.
I am going with Jerick McKinnon, longest rush under 9.5 yards.
Ooh. Okay.
It's a little sneaky, but I think he's primarily a pass catcher. I don't think he's going to get many runs, especially Pacheco's he's been nice running the ball. He's going to take over.
And they just activated Edwards-Helaire.
They just activated Edwards-Helaire, yeah. And what was it? He only had 4 carries last game, and they were all he just gets stuffed. So as long as he doesn't break one out, it's another bet where you're going to be really sweaty. You're never going to be comfortable because he could just bust one loose at any moment. But
Yep.
that's a right play.
That's a good play.
Yeah.
My pick is going to be Patrick Mahomes over 293.5 passing yards.
Wow.
They showed against the Bengals. They don't have to run. They're probably going to abandon it, especially if they get down. And even a hurt Mahomes can light it up as far as passing goes. And the Eagles shut down the 49ers run game, so I guarantee they shut down the Chiefs run game. They're going to have to throw to stay in it. And I think it's going to go over 293.5. So let's hit the last parlay of the year.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
No more 3-1.
Yeah,
Let's finish
no.
off the year with a nice 4-0.
I like that.
I'm sure the people on TikTok will love that we have 2 passing yard overs
Oh,
for the
yeah.
quarterbacks.
Yeah. They're
That's
gonna
about as
Give us
Chalk.
it's about as
something
square
for
as you
that.
get.
But Super Bowl week, great week, exciting.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy the game.
Contribute to 325 million gallons of beer.
Bring some
That's
food to your
great.
watch party. Don't be that guy that doesn't bring anything.
What's your favorite Super Bowl snack?
Yeah, and don't just bring a last minute bag of chips. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
gonna be
Classic.
10 bags of chips
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
Yours isn't gonna be open.
Bring like a
Unless
dip
they're
or
really good chips.
make some cookies or something.
Yeah. What's
know.
your favorite Super Bowl snack?
Oh boy.
I like a chips and salsa.
Chips and dip
Yeah.
are always good. Good
So
to
bring
go to.
bring that bag of chips.
Require somebody else to make.
I
Bring
like-
a dip if you're gonna.
I
bring
like
chips.
gotta
Yeah,
dip. I
bring
like
it
a
with
good
it.
buffalo chicken dip.
Mm.
Maybe some Smokies are a nice touch.
Smokies are
Yeah.
fire. Bacon
Yeah.
wrapped.
Bacon wrapped.
Yeah.
I like a Cane's basket too.
Sure.
Just
Sure.
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Pick it up. It'll be a
Pick
hit.
it up on the way here.
Some sauce, maybe some toast.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about commercials. Commercials have kind of sucked.
Yeah,
in the last,
the past 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. I think it's
It's
because
been
of
bad.
COVID. Just
it's also impossible to have a funny joke these days.
True.
a lot of things you
in
can get
this
canceled
world.
for.
That is very true. But
Anywho, that's a different point. Clay can elaborate on that later.
Yeah.
I'll have Clay back on. Let's finish with a little roulette spin.
Let.
Chris, we're gonna need you
Should
to
I
get
get
up there.
Jordan on
Yeah,
the line?
let's get Jordan on the horn.
Daddy Peters.
Daddy Peters, Father Pete. Let's see. Oh, there it is.
Are we giving Whitley a pick or
If he wants to, we can ask.
Yeah, you can have one.
Yeah.
start the gambling early?
Oh shoot! I forgot what Tom said. Black 20 something.
Jordan, you're on the Boys Down Bad podcast. Congrats.
Wow, I've always wanted to be on a podcast.
How's the baby?
He's doing good.
Good.
Good to hear.
Has he got a good pick?
Yeah, he's got one.
Good.
I'm gonna go with
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
You're going with what?
29.
29.
29.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Oh, what'd you, no, your baby's
The
struggling.
baby's crying.
I think Tom had black 22. Chris.
Okay. Black 22.
Whitley's first pod.
Can't handle the pressure, apparently. This is paying for his college fund.
It
Yeah,
is.
it
What
is.
are we at? 30?
Yeah, Peters has
Is
it
it 30?
written down, I think.
Yeah, I think we're at 30 each.
Whew. getting up there.
I'm gonna go red 25.
Okay. Red 25.
Man, I haven't thought it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back to my roots. Red 27 for Sam Folds.
Solid.
All on the 20s. Big numbers.
I'm gonna go red 7.
Okay.
Just stood out to me.
Jordan, you should have done your son's birthday. That's just me.
I added all the numbers together.
Oh, he's
Oh,
way ahead
clever.
of you.
2, 4, 23.
Okay, that has to hit.
Nice.
That-
Yeah,
it's
it's
gonna hit.
destined.
Yeah.
We're screwed. What did Tommy? What's Tommy on?
Tommy
Black
is
22,
22.
I think.
All right, we all on there?
Yep. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Come on.
Spin,
7.
Come on, got a kid to pay for now.
Red 25.
Oh, it was almost 7.
Black 20.
Who has it? Somebody has to.
No one.
No one?
I was
Dealer
Oh.
one.
I was 1 away. I was 1 away.
Oh.
It was in
I
the-
thought somebody had it.
it was
It was
in-
in red 7.
Yeah, it was, and it bounced out.
Oh.
That's classic. Oh, that sucks.
On the next
Wow.
week.
Dang it. All
No.
right, moving on.
We'll
on to
continue next week.
Well, hey, thanks, Jordan. Congrats on the kid.
Alright, thanks. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see
We'll
you
see
around.
ya.
See ya.
Well, boys, good pod. Shout out to Dylan Rogers again.
Yeah.
Excited to see what he can do next year for the boys. We got Super Bowl this weekend, so we'll recap next week.
Excited to watch the game. See
Yeah.
what happens. It's always a fun game. to
Always
watch.
a great game.
Starts at 5:30 Central,
Yeah.
so not too late.
Yeah.
Won't
Yeah,
have to
it'll be
stay
good.
up late. It should get done at a reasonable time.
Probably
Absolutely.
take forever. A lot of stuff goes into it.
I guess that's true.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is the Boys That Mad podcast. I'm Dylan.
Trev?
I'm Chris.
Have yourselves a top 10 weekend.